everyone. Happy Tuesday morning to you all.
Did you have to check the date? Did you nonchalantly check if it was Tuesday?
Well, it's been an interesting weekend. Week too. Well, you know, because of Thanksgiving, that threw my whole thing off, and then Fallon's been sick, and I never went to bed the night before last, so I was up for like, I can't even do the math. What is it, 36 hours or something?
Too many.
So my days are all kind of jumbled together. Anyway, yes, I did. Judge on judgers that I had to check today was Tuesday. Welcome, everyone. My name is Becca Oaks. If you are new to the channel, I'm an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb. Miss Rachel Langston is also an owner and craft educator. And we're going to craft today with one of my new favorite crafting tools, which is an acrylic paint pen. I don't know why it took me so long to jump on this train. I had these in my research / purchase test out list for quite a long time. And I just thought that it wouldn't make that big of a difference. I'm going to try to find one in just a second that's over here so I can show you the difference that it does make. I've shared it on social. I've shared it in our private Facebook group, the picture of one of these painted with a brush and acrylic paint versus these, and it is dramatic, the difference.
But cool.
Yes.
Like, it's amazing to know that the easy way is also the better way.
Yes.
Because usually in crafting, that doesn't happen.
Right.
You have to spend more time to make something look the way you want it. But this
Now,
it's truly like a hack.
It is more expensive. Definitely. Did I throw it? No, I didn't. It is more expensive, but you're paying for time is money, right?
Yes.
Like,
oh, yeah.
That's where look at this. I'm sure you can tell. Now, this has some glue on it from where I had glued a name on top of it. But you can see how inconsistent it is and how light it is here and the brush strokes. And then I don't know if you can tell here or not, but look how smooth and beautiful this is. And if I remember correctly, I did 2 coats on the yellow, but only 1 coat on everything else. This yellow had like 3 or 4 coats on it, and it still wasn't covering all the way. So that's what we're doing today. We're also going to be putting together this adorable note holder. These are going to Beckett and Fallon's teachers, but you could customize these in a couple different ways. Mark, my brother-in-law, works at a bank, and he was like, can we make some of these for the girls at the bank that he works with? So I'm like, what can we put on it? We could just put their name on it and no little medallion, but you could customize these for a lot of different things. So this was cut out with my Glowforge, and that's what we're going to use today. However, if you have a Cricut maker and some chipboard, you could cut these layers out very easily with chipboard because they're really straight, even lines. They're not intricate, so it won't take long. We've got this layer, and then the pencil even you could cut out of chipboard. And what I probably would do, you could freehand the design on your chipboard if you wanted to, or you could cut it out. And also these right here are all score lines. So all of this is a score line, but you could change this to a draw line in Design Space and even draw these black lines on your chipboard with a Cricut pen or marker. And then you have a little guide to do some painting. So it's definitely an option for that. Do we have any questions, comments, anything we need to address, Rachel?
Well, everyone wants to know how Miss Fallow's doing.
Fallon she's here with me because she has to be fever-free for 24 full hours before she goes back to school.
Understandable.
Yes,
Yeah.
And she didn't have a fever yesterday. She did have an elevated temperature, but she didn't have a fever, which is 100.4 or more. But the way that her sickness has been is that she has been totally fine for like 18-ish hours, and then it will spike back up. I think she is completely on the mend, though. She did test positive for flu A, and her pediatrician did a flu swab, COVID, strep, urinalysis, blood work, because he agreed that it was very odd that she'd had a fever for 9 days. And everything came back good except for the flu A.
Especially being that, like you said, she would lose the fever, then get it, and lose it and get it. And it wasn't like you were keeping medication in her to keep it down. Her body was losing it and then bringing her temperature up and bringing it down. That's very odd.
Right.
Super
so
odd.
He determined He thinks that she probably had a virus at the beginning of that, got over that, and then just slid right into the flu. So
Yeah. Bless her heart.
anyway, I think she should be going back to school tomorrow. Bex woke up this morning with an elevated temperature, so I'm hoping it's a fluke and that he'll be fine by the end of the day. We'll see. Again, not a fever, but elevated temp. So I was like, if Fallon's going to be out, I'll just leave him out too.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're talking about in the groups I could see. You could put a little Tennessee State shape, Mom. That's adorable. That's a great idea.
That is a cute idea. That Tennessee State shape would fit perfectly right there, too.
I'll tell Mark that you had that great idea. He'll like that because he loves the Tennessee State
Tennessee.
shape. Flu is, yes, it is. It's everywhere right now. And
I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
I know like 6 people with it right now. But it's really good. Kids are super resilient, for sure.
Yes. Yeah. I'm hoping that I should wear a mask around my kids.
Oh, gosh.
Beckett gets out of the car, and he was like, bye, Mom, and kisses me right on the mouth. I was like, bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's go over to our website and pull up the cut file that we're going to be using today. And I'm going to pull it into Illustrator and put a name on it for you all really quickly. If you are newish to the channel, oh, there I am. On Black Friday, we officially launched our Cricut course that is free to all Oakenland members. So if you're new to cricketing, you need this course. It is amazing. And it's included for free in our membership, which is on sale right now. It is $45 off our annual membership, and you get that price forever. So every time your membership renews, then it's still $45 off. So use the code JINGLE, JINGLE. Rachel's probably sharing that with you. Join our membership.
Yeah,
membership gives you access to our entire library of cut files with free commercial use license. It gets you access to this member-only course, and you can see we have a whole section here for free member-only content, which means we're going to be adding more content. But we have this great course right here with a free printable handbook that you can download and reference. You can print it out.
It's a good one too.
Yes.
It's so cute.
So fun, with guides for blades, guides for mats, design space action terminology, cheat sheets, like all kinds of wonderful stuff that you need to be an excellent Cricut crafter. This is beginner friendly. It is for beginners, literally made for you. So grab it. Anyway, back on our website.
Renee said if you are not new to Cricut, you can still learn something.
Yes.
Thanks, Renee. That's a good point.
What did I title this file? I don't even remember. Here it is. Teacher notepad holder. I don't even have to search for it because it's right here. So I'm just going to download this straight off the website. If you are a member, just make sure you're logged in, and then the download button is right here. You press download. This comes up. Download right here. And then we have our SVG right here. It's pulled into Design Space or Illustrator for me already. But if you wanted to pull it into Design Space, you just save it to your desktop or wherever you save files and pull it into Design Space that easily. Now I have this guy right here. This is the pencil layer, and these are the score lines right here. So what I want to do is just rotate this a little bit so that I can size a name on here. I am going to just insert a text box, and we're going to write Miss Angel. That says angle, not angel. And we'll use the Eleanor font. This looks really good. The only other thing that I would want to do is move this thing closer together so there's not as big of a space.
And before we get comments on it, all lowercase is personal preference. If you want to do uppercase, if you want to do all uppercase, total personal preference.
One reason I chose, it actually doesn't matter as much here. One reason I like to do all lowercase for something like this is that it makes all of the letters sort of the same size. And when you're sizing it on something that like this, you can make it bigger because they would all be like the same size.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really like typing angle.
Yeah, I do. It's we're going to get it. It's fine.
We're going to get it.
Okay, so if this is taught in our Illustrator course, but if you haven't gotten it or haven't gotten there yet. When you type or use a text box like this, then you have to press create outlines, because right now Illustrator and whatever software that you would bring this in, if you saved it as is, there's a couple of things that would be issues. It looks to die cut machines and a Glowforge that the line for the lettering is just straight through the middle. It doesn't see the outside of the text at this point. It just sees this right here. The other thing, and I'll show you. So to prevent that, what we want to do is press create outlines right here. And then now you see all of the lines right here. One thing, the other thing is that if you hadn't done that, see how the ends of these letters overlap with the other letters? If I don't do what I'm about to do, what's going to happen if I cut this out with my Glowforge is it's going to cut this tail right into the E. It's not
so like just like if you don't weld with Cricut.
Yes, exactly like that. So what I want to do, I'm going to ungroup this first of all, and then just slide this over just a little bit like this. And I also want to slide this over. Now what I want to do is select everything, and I'm going to unite this using this Pathfinder tool, but this is exactly like weld in Design Space. So if designing is something that you're thinking about doing, but it seems a little bit scary, like a lot of the stuff that you already know in Design Space is very similar in Illustrator. Illustrator does have a whole lot more actions. It has a whole lot more capabilities than Design Space, but for your basic tasks and actions in Design Space, there's a comparable task and action in Illustrator. So that's really nice. The other benefit of using a design software like Illustrator or Affinity or Silhouette, Inkscape is that you can actually save SVGs straight from the software, and you can't do that with Design Space. So any design work that you do in Design Space is pretty lost, so to speak. If you wanted to share that with somebody or use it in for a laser cutter or something like that, then you can't do that, unfortunately.
And I would argue, because there was a time I was just using cut files as is in Design Space, you know, sizing them, using them, sizing them, using them. And then it's like the more comfortable you get, the more you're like, well, I want to change this or I want to change that. Because it's a natural progression as a crafter. If you start with your Cricut and you start crafting and using the cut files for more and more and seeing that you can change them and manipulate them, you want to learn and you want to grow. And unfortunately, Cricut Design Space isn't the way you can do that. I have spent a lot of time, quote unquote, designing things in Design Space that I can't use for anything else because I design them there. Number one, it's sad that you can't save them as a file. Number two, honestly, it's not super user-friendly as far as designing goes.
And super intricate changes. So,
honestly.
Yes.
And, of course, it doesn't auto-save, all this kind of stuff. So if you guys are in the market, or if you're in the same space that I was where you're dabbling in more of the creative aspect, creating cut files, you want to go ahead and get this Illustrator course. It's going to really be able to take you off and allow you to design all kinds of things. It'll be great.
Fun fact, and I'm not sure that I covered this in the Illustrator course now that I think about it, but it is something interesting. See how this right here has this outer line and the end line. Now, this isn't just in letters. This is in anything that has, hold on. For instance, if I have this design like this, and it's fixed, I decide I want maybe this to be a little bit bigger or the inside of this to be a little bit bigger. Did you know that you can select just the inside lines and change just the inside lines? Like, obviously you can take your pen tool and your curvature tool and do things like that, but you can also double click like this and alter just the insides of the file, which is pretty cool.
That is neat.
Same right here. You can't do this stuff in Design Space. It's not created to work with that way. But anyway, now you know that. Little tangent. Okay, so back to the word here. To avoid having the ends and the tails cut, we're going to select all of it and press the Unite tool under Pathfinder, like I said. So now, redo it. When you do that, look, welds it right together. That's exactly what we want. Let's change the color of it to white just so that it's a different layer color. And then we're going to size this here. until we like it. Right on there. And then I'm going to save this again. Now, if you can do this part in your design software for your laser cutter too, or Design Space, but I just like to do it in Illustrator. Go ahead and save it. And then, let me change the color of this really quick. There we go. Ooh, export. And then I'll open up app.glowforge.com. We're going to create a new design and insert a new blank design. Let me turn my Glowforge on really quickly. What, kiddo? And then I am using, for the base layer, I'm going to use a Glowforge premium, or proof grade material. I'm using the medium walnut plywood. And then for the actual pencil and name, I'll use a birch wood that we got at Lowe's or Home Depot. I don't know. But let's go ahead and pull in what we just created. And then it is going to take a photo of my blank that's in there, my wood.
And Penny has a great question about the pins whenever we get there.
Yes.
You can chat about it. She said she's super interested in them. In the description on them say fine point. Does it take a long time to fill in a larger piece, and does it destroy the tip? So these are good things to talk about, you know, like if it's meant for larger projects or just smaller projects and
this may take a few. Sorry, it's focusing the head. I should have done this before.
And I did link both, Becca, that you bought. I don't know if you prefer one over the other. I linked both.
I don't
packs.
have the other pack in yet.
Okay,
so
well
I'll
link
them, but they're 0.7, just like these smaller ones are 0.7.
Okay,
and this is like a medium-ish tip.
Okay.
It depends. Like for this particular project that I'm doing, I would want to use the smaller ones, but I have used. Sorry, we have an Amazon package here. I have used the larger ones. Even, did you guys catch the Black Friday live? We did the countdown. I'm trying to remember. You wouldn't want to use the fine ones for larger things just because it takes a while. I haven't noticed the ends of my pens being messed up at all though. Like when I'm coloring on the birch is a little bit more rough than other surfaces like MDF or something like that.
And I'm not noticing
the tip being destroyed.
Becca, we got something from Robert and Maritza.
Did it come today?
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. My Glowforge is homing and doing all of the Glowforge things right now. So if you guys have any questions about Glowforge, about these or anything like that, then now's a great time. We can talk about that. As soon as it does its thing, it will take a picture of the material that I have in there. We'll place our, fountain is literally mimicking everything that I'm doing, and it's very distracting. We can place our cut file on the wood. Here it is right now. And because it has the proof grade sticker on it, it automatically imported the correct cut settings. And then we have this right here. Let me make sure that it imported the size that I want. Width is 4. I think that is correct. Let me just make sure. Yes, that's correct. But I don't want to cut this and this out of this material. So what I'm going to do is come over here and press ignore on this layer, and I want to ignore this layer, and I want to ignore this layer, and we'll use them in just a few minutes. But put this in a good spot so that you're utilizing the most of your materials. And
especially that Glowforge material.
It is expensive.
That is not cheap.
It is not, but it's so, like if you want something that's already finished.
It's true. It's
so
gorgeous.
Easy. Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
So now we're ready to just press ready. and then it's going to prepare the print, and then we'll press our flashing blue button in a minute. Maybe my lovely assistant who keeps mocking me can do it.
And we do have a question from Miss Shirley.
Let's hear it, Miss Shirley.
I love questions like this. They don't get asked a lot, so it's like we go back to where beginner cricket roots.
Okay, yeah.
She says, I need your help. My vinyl setting is cutting through the back of my vinyl.
Okay.
I did change my material setting to vinyl for the lowest it goes. I'm guessing she means her pressure setting. She went from default pressure to less pressure is what I'm guessing.
Okay.
I don't know what else to do.
Did you change your blade recently and maybe accidentally got a the premium fine point instead of just the fine point, or did you put a deep point in there instead?
Because they are different angles. So the deep point will cut much deeper.
I have made that mistake more than one time.
Yeah. What brand of vinyl are you using?
Yes.
That's another question.
Give us that information. We'll work it out with you.
Yeah, good question.
1 minute, 37 seconds to cut this out. So I'm going to go ahead and push this. It will be a little bit loud. Hopefully you guys can still hear, but we'll chat while it does it. And then we'll cut out the next layers, and then we'll paint and put it together. I'm really excited. I'm going to be using the Gorilla wood glue that I love. And this one is getting pretty janky, honestly.
Janky.
But it's lasted a good long time.
I agree.
I don't know. I like it. Sometimes I'll take I will on this one probably. If I'm going to be gluing something little, I'll take the lid off in a little paintbrush and just apply the glue with a paintbrush, which is really nice. I just really like this stuff.
Shirley said she has a brand new blade, so that's most likely your problem.
I wonder, is it a Cricut blade or did you get it on
a brand new
Amazon
Cricut fine point blade?
Okay, it is Cricut. You're sure it's not a premium fine point blade?
Yeah. Which now fresh blades will cut through sometimes.
True.
Anyways, usually there's a little. But if you lowered your pressure to less pressure too, that should have taken care of the problem.
Which vinyl setting did she say she was using?
She didn't tell me.
Which vinyl setting are you using? Let us know. Now we have one machine using the same settings, the same blades. I think they're the original Cricut blades that came with the Cricuts, to be honest. We haven't even replaced them, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And one of ours cuts deeper than the other. I think it's our Explorer that cuts deeper. But yeah, you can actually go in and even change that vinyl setting even more. Like the default settings, you could decrease a little bit more if you wanted to until your blade is a little bit dull.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to do that.
Right.
Which is strange to me. Shirley, I think you would know if you did purchase like a premium fine point blade, because they would have been more expensive.
Well, but I've done it before accidentally.
Have you?
Yes. Yeah.
Which I don't know if the premium, I know they last longer. The deep point blades are a different angle, like a different degree on the actual blade itself, which would cut deeper.
Yeah.
Honestly, the best advice I can give you without being there helping you myself is just to keep crafting with the blade, and hopefully it'll, I hate saying it, but hopefully it'll dull up a little bit and allow you to cut things properly.
If you want to go back to my computer, then I will show them really quickly. It's scanning again, and this is the new piece of material that I've got in there.
She's a beaut.
She's gorgeous. Right here is where I put my foot on it and broke it off so that I didn't have to get the miter saw out and cut it because I'm lazy.
Phenomenal.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
I'm just being honest.
Sure.
I don't want that. I'm going to delete it. I don't need it anymore. And then now what I'm going to do is just pull this up here and change these material settings. So this right here says ignore now. I'm going to cut. This one says ignore. I'm going to score. And the difference in score and engrave is score just creates a very shallow line, like one single line. It's kind of like scoring on with a scoring stylus in your Cricut or something like that, but it goes a little bit deeper because it uses a
laser
blade.
Yeah.
If you engrave, then it will engrave. Like if I engraved this, it would engrave the entire pencil outline. So hopefully that clears that up a little bit for you. But we're going to change this to score. And then this we're going to cut. So we have cut, and score. And I want to click here, and I'm going to use the medium maple plywood setting. Even though this is birch, it cuts really well on this setting. And so everything looks good. Let's go ahead and press dismiss to dismiss the other cut, and then we'll press that we're ready on this one. It will prepare it and then we'll cut it out. And while it cuts out, we'll remove the masking on this in just a second. One thing that's frustrating to me about Glowforge, and Kat's here, right? Is Beth here as well? I know she's at Disney.
Yeah,
so
she popped in. She was on the tram from Magic Kingdom, and I just, the jealousy just washed over me.
She did make an adorable Oak and Lamb shirt to wear while she was there. So we're with her in spirit.
James actually showed that to me, Beth,
Yes,
if you're
it's
still
adorable.
here. James found it on Facebook and said, Rachel, look, Beth made a shirt. Oh my gosh, it was so cute.
Anyway, what I was going to ask him, is it just my machine, or have you noticed that sometimes you'll get your layers set on your material right here, pressed, ready to print, and then when it gets to this spot where it's ready, sometimes it moves it, right? Moves it a little bit, and I've had issues where I didn't really notice that it moved it, and it ended up cutting off part of it. So is that just my machine, or do yours do that too? Let me know. This is 1 minute and 4 seconds, so we should be able to weed this off while we're going. Now, these right here, I made 2 of these layers because I wanted them a little bit deeper. Today's we're only going to do 1, but you can see, I think you can see, there's 1 layer here and 1 layer here.
Yeah.
Just to make it thicker. So you can do as many of these as you wanted, honestly, and make it as thick as you wanted. It's just whatever preference you have. So I just use my weeding tool to pull off this, and this comes default basically on proof grade materials, and it helps avoid the burn. See, you see this burn right here? That would be on my material here if that weren't on here. And since I'm not going to be painting it, then that's a problem. On things that I paint, I don't really care. Now, if you have materials like my birchwood that I'm using and you want to mask it, you can still mask it. We've done some videos on that. We have some masking tape and masking papers that we use. You just need to be careful and make sure that it's good and smooth on there, because if it's not adhere well, or if there's bubbles in it or something like that, you can cause a fire in your Glowforge. Don't freak out about it, but just make sure that you have it on there really well.
Or if it catches on fire, don't freak out and
That's
try to,
also important.
evacuate the building.
Yes.
Prematurely.
It's also important. Uh-oh. Don't fall. Hold on, I got to get my tweezers. My little period after miss is wanting to fall in my crumb tray, and I don't want it to.
That wood is gorgeous, though. Gorgeous.
Okay, I got it.
But no, guys, you should have seen us. Me and Beck in Crisis together is hilarious. We handle things so much differently because I'm, basically
Rachel
5.
didn't handle. Well, you were handling it.
I was trying to
we at least weren't
evacuate
gonna
the
die.
building.
At least weren't gonna die.
And Beck is like, can we just try some things? I'm like, no, let's leave.
Yeah, it was a small container.
Oh my gosh,
no. My letter broke because it was so tiny. That's okay. I'll just glue it together when I put it on there. Let's go ahead and glue this together so it can be drying while we paint.
Also, Penny said that she loves the alternate techniques for those who don't have tools, meaning you stepped on the wood.
Yeah.
Beck is always giving some tips.
You're just going to do what you got to do, right? Here we go.
Yeah, we need to get some more wood glue.
Yeah, we do. I want this one again, though. I really like it. I've really enjoyed it.
You don't like the wood that I bought that I didn't read about, and you used
the one
on
that
project,
expanded?
and then it expanded.
Ruined my project.
I felt so bad.
It was a test. I didn't really care. And you don't actually have to clamp this if you don't want to.
What would Doug say?
Dougie's not here.
Dougie's not here.
He would probably tell me to clamp it.
Probably.
Wipe off the excess glue here. And then I'm going to grab a paintbrush to get the one on the inside. I put too much glue on here.
No.
It's okay. Where's my paintbrushes? I keep getting back here to get my tools off of the set, and it's only pretty back there. So there's that.
Jan said she's going to tell on you.
Tell.
Tell.
He'll just shake his head and say, I taught you better than that.
Mm. Your hair looks so red today.
Really? It needs to be done.
I don't know how I feel about working with a redhead. I don't know. I'm going to have to mull that one over.
Oh, you better be glad we're live. I'm less likely to be mean to you.
Are you sure?
Like really mean, yeah. I'm going to use these colors like a pencil. How about that? Yes.
How about that?
Shake them up. If you don't shake them up, then they look... Let me find one that's never been... Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's lighter down here. So it's just like regular paint. It's separating and all that fun stuff. So shake these up really good. We'll probably start with the white because I think we're going to have to do tape 2 layers on it. Let me see what you all are saying.
Well, all the redheads have come out of the woodwork now and are mad at me, and that's fine. I'm kidding. One of my best friends growing up was redheaded, and I tortured her relentlessly for it as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, her name was Whitney.
I didn't even have the white in my hand to shake up.
Oh, my Lord. You said you were using that one first.
I know.
Guys, at least you guys are probably natural redheads. Becca's just faking it until she makes it.
Yep.
Yeah, so is my other friend, Rachel. She's not a natural redhead, but let me tell you, I have never seen red hair that should be on a person more than her. And she's not naturally redheaded.
No, when she goes more toward her natural color, I'm like, ew.
What are you doing? She was born to be a redhead.
Different colors. Like the front of my hair has some copper tones in it, and then there are parts that are more like a ashy. Most of it is ashy brown. And it's so hideous.
Now you can pull off any hair color.
Yeah,
every single hair color I've seen you with, I've absolutely loved.
Thank you.
Loved. Some people can't do that. Lots of people can't. But Rachel was born to be a redhead.
Oh, she absolutely was. So this one's already primed, which means that the paint I've already gotten the paint like at the end here. So I'm just going to start coloring like as if this were a marker. Because it is.
Do you know what I love about these as well, Becca? Is the sides aren't going to be hideous like you normally do. You know, when you slap paint on there and it kind of pulls up over the sides.
I really wondered when that would come up. I mean, it is no secret that I am not good at painting, but I feel like with these pens or markers or whatever we're calling them, I'm as good as anybody.
Oh,
yeah,
as good as anybody.
As good as anybody.
Wow. Penny, wait, no, I don't think it is. Is it? Oh, yeah, this is Glowforge wood, that pretty wood. What's it called, Becca?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a walnut.
Walnut.
Don't look at my manicure. It's real bad. I at least cut my cuticles because I was supposed to get my nails done yesterday, and my nail lady is sick. Love her heart. So I didn't get them done. And this fun one that I improvised with is even worse today.
She's sick, and then if you go somewhere else and go back to her, she's
all of them. They're judging.
She's judgmental.
Who did your nails?
Yeah,
not you.
Renee said, "Is it Abuse Becca Day?" I guess I woke up and just chose violence towards Becca today. Sometimes I do that. I don't think she's gonna lose sleep over it.
Nope, because I don't sleep.
Oh, my Lord.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's why I don't sleep anymore.
Maybe.
Because you're so mean to me.
I guess you just won't sleep then. Crystal said, "Listen, Rachel, don't you be coming for those of us who can't keep our sides clean to save our lives. Listen, I know it's hard. The paint goes over the sides. I know it gets hard. I know. I just like that these pens kind of eliminate that. I like that."
Oh, that's my favorite part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one coat. And we'll do a second in a minute. Okay, now let's grab our little pencil here. The black, I'm honestly like, watch this. It's so satisfying. But the score lines just help you
keep the color in the lines.
Keep it together. Yeah.
Love that.
There we go. There's that. I won't have to put another coat on that one.
I'm seeing so many so many images in my head of cutting out and scoring like little Santas and snowmen and stuff for kids.
Yes.
You know, just cut them out of the Glowforge and the kids can paint them and stuff.
Did I use
That would be cute.
Oh, did I grab the wrong color? No, I don't think I did.
Crystal said, with Rachel, every day is abuse Becca day, a healthy dose of love and jabs. I think that Becca wakes up and chooses violence towards me just as much as I do to her.
That is not true.
What? You think I jab you more than you jab me?
No. It just depends on what day it is.
She's like, no. Oh, it totally depends on the day. It totally depends on the day. I don't know what it was about today. She just walked in a great mood, and I was here in a great mood, and then here it happened. It just happens. It's so organic with us.
Listen, she could have given me lots of jobs today and hasn't. So, like, earlier today.
Well, there was an incident with a plunger.
Yeah, for instance, right? I'm in the bathroom. We have this plunger that's from the dollar store.
No, wait. If you guys remember last year, I made a plunger Christmas tree. Shout out, because that was actually super cute craft.
It was. Mom put hers out
It was adorable. I loved it. And I bought an extra plunger. And after the project, now we had just started a business. We did not want to waste any money. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to throw this dollar plunger away. I'm going to put it in the bathroom for us to use. And let me tell you, it's basically just a decoration in there because...
Like, if you use it, you have to, like, glove up and turn it out because it won't come out by itself. And
it's
just
horrible.
to be honest, you know, because that's the way we are here, I had the soupy poopies this morning. So it's not like I had... Like, it just wasn't that big of a deal, right? Like,
oh, God.
So the fact, our toilet clogs really bad anyway.
It
like,
does.
You could put three things of toilet paper in it. It's
It
gonna
clogs
clog
easily.
So here I come out with the plunger, like, all mauled. And I throw it away, and I'm like, we're getting a better plunger.
I said, it seems to me like you're just not thankful for the things that we have.
Yes.
Why are you so bougie to where you can't use this plunger? I mean, I was just digging
I mean,
into
it's a terrible plunger.
It was so fun. Oh, it's the worst plunger ever.
It's now landfill, so... See, this is still kind of light. We'll put another coat on in a minute. Anyway, so now you know a little bit about me. Let me find an embarrassing story to tell on Rachel.
Oh, there's a plethora of them.
Sure.
There is a plethora of them. Is that metallic?
It is.
Oh, so it's like actually silver.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't it pretty?
That's so pretty.
What about that one time, Rachel, that you went and had that test done and you had to drink that fun stuff?
Oh, yeah.
And then you crapped on yourself in the car and had to come to work with no underwear on?
No, I came to work with underwear. I took my underwear off here.
Yeah.
Because I crapped in the parking lot trying to walk in here. Yeah. I had a CT with contrast done, and they were like, here, you have to drink this liquid, and we're going to put this through you with an IV.
Yeah.
And it might mess your stomach up. And I'm like, okay, like it's not going to happen to me. I'm the best case. Nothing's going to happen. I get in the parking lot and I totally just go on myself. Now, not a lot.
The best part is that
I had to come in here as a grown adult and clean myself up and take my underwear off and like throw it away, because when you're here at work, like there's just no going back. Yeah. And then I think I texted Becca because did I text? I think I did. You came in or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, Becca, I don't have any underwear.
And the funny part is, and I'm not sharing anything that she wouldn't share.
Never. I don't care.
No, I'm talking about Anna. Anna doesn't wear underwear. She hates them. And so Rachel and I both think it's appalling.
I remember. Yes. That's what I was most offended about.
Rachel gives Anna crap all the time about it, and had been up like really hard like that week or something. Then she comes in without underwear on because she pooped on herself.
Yeah.
So it was just full circle hilarious.
And I think when Becca got here, I texted her and I'm like, listen, I crapped on myself. I don't have underwear on. I'm not even mad about that. What I'm most mad about is that here I sit, no underwear on.
And Anna intentionally does this.
I feel naked. Okay, I feel like I can't even walk to my car. I feel like everyone knows I don't have underwear on.
Yeah.
And Anna walks around every day, all day,
happy
all
as
the
a
time,
lark like this.
happy as a lark with no underwear on.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
And I judge that so hard. I judge it. Maybe I'm jealous of hair, but mostly I'm just appalled by it.
Yeah. I can't do it.
Oh my gosh.
Rachel, tell them about the TikTok you sent Anna.
Oh gosh. It was this little girl and her mom was brushing her hair.
Yeah.
And the little girl said, Mama, what if when I grow up I don't want to wear underwear? And her mama goes, what if you don't want to wear underwear? And she said, yeah, like what, do I have to? She goes, I mean, no, you don't have to. I mean, it's nasty if you don't, but you don't have to. But like the mom was like trying to encourage, but really truly judging her.
But the way she said
it was so funny.
She was a black mom, right?
Oh, it was
she was like,
hilarious.
That's nasty.
That's nasty.
That's nasty. But
it was so funny. Oh.
Yeah, so that's what we say to Anna all the time.
Oh my gosh, Anna just texted us.
Oh, what'd she say?
She said, I'm currently at Ross looking like this. And she sent us a picture of her with like a messy bun and looking like she just woke up.
Yeah.
And someone asked her, do you all have a bathroom here? And she's had to say, I don't work here.
I thought she was texting us because she was watching the live and mad at us for talking
I was
about
nervous. My heart sank for just a minute. But no, she's clueless at Ross being asked where the bathroom is.
I'm going to use these bigger ones just to see on the second coat. How did we get to talking about underwear and poops? I mean, sorry.
We were talking about me jabbing you.
We're
and then
really
we talked about the
crafty.
plunger.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah. I like opened that door for you, didn't I?
That's fine. Yeah. You opened it.
Oh no, Anna's not Cat's Idol anymore. We've all been there. Waffle House is sometimes too far from every time.
Oh
We'll go to Waffle House on Saturday mornings, and I love a good Texas bacon patty melt, right? But I know that when I eat there, I'm going to have to go to the bathroom. And generally, we will go to Waffle House and then like go to Walmart or go to the mall or something on Saturday. So it is like you can just bet on me being like, I got to go find a bathroom, right? Like, I mean, it is what it is.
Oh, man.
I still love Waffle House. Come on out, Paint.
James keeps wanting me to go to Waffle House, but he always wants to go at like Saturday night at 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, I have my muumuu on and my retainers in. I've already brushed my teeth, and you want to go to Waffle House?
Like a college kid?
Yeah, exactly. He only wants to go during like college kid hour. Like it hits him at 9 p.m. and he's like, we should just go. Be spontaneous. I'm like, to Waffle House?
Yeah, we go on Saturday morning earlier than God, with the old people who are already up.
Of course.
Yeah. Alan orders like a whole plate of pickles, and it's a good time.
Good morning. Plate of pickles, please. That's the way I want to start my day.
Yep. Waffle House is expensive though. Like, we normally can't get out of there for under $50.
See, for the atmosphere.
I mean, for breakfast, that's
for the atmosphere and for what you're paying
good
for.
food, though.
I really feel like you should not pay that much.
Kind of agree. Okay, so this one I haven't used it yet, so it hasn't been primed. So what I'm doing is just holding it down and just letting it flow. You can also do this if you're super impatient, but I feel a little more patient today. There we go. And then once the end has paint on it, you're ready to go. Look how easy and cute this is.
It's so cute. And does the paint dry pretty quick?
Yeah.
Would you seal this, in your opinion?
Nope. I'm not going to. Come on out, paint. Apparently I didn't use these. I thought maybe I used these bigger ones for this, but I didn't. And it's only been a week and I couldn't remember that. Come on out.
Robin said $50 to eat out would be a dream. Prices to eat out in SoCal are terrible.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of this extra bougie place that Tanner drug us 2 years ago for breakfast, where I feel like we ate like a bird.
Where were you?
But bless his heart, he paid like you were with us.
Oh. First Watch?
Was that it?
I don't know, because I eat there all the time. I love that place.
I didn't say
That's the only place I've eaten breakfast with you.
I didn't say I didn't enjoy the food. It was just...
I got that $1 million bacon.
That's it.
Yeah,
that was
first
it.
watch. I
$1 million
love that place.
bacon.
All right, this is finished. Let me grab my heat gun really quick and throw a little bit of heat on it, and then we'll glue it together. It dries really quickly by itself, though, much quicker than if I were just using a paintbrush and paint. I really am not sure why that it does that. I guess because it's more even and you don't have spots that are like pulled up or something.
I love that you can leave the wood natural because
right there,
it looks,
because it's supposed to be that way.
It looks perfect.
Yeah, that's why I chose wood instead of MDF. Normally I would use MDF
cute.
for something like this, but
it's so cute.
But look, I mean, look how much better.
That's like night and day.
Yeah. That yellow probably could use another coat. Yellows are so thin. Like yellow paint is so thin.
Yeah.
I'm such an impatient person. This has been 5 seconds. We're probably good.
It's done.
Yeah. Anna's texting me cute tree skirts.
Oh. I paid an arm and a leg for my tree skirt last year, and I still love it. Is Anna putting her Christmas stuff up?
I don't know. She's at Ross. I guess she just found one. I'm not sure.
I love Ross, to be honest with you.
I haven't been there in years. I used to shop there all the time.
Me and Mama B used to go all the time. Tuesdays is when the truck comes.
Yeah.
She knows that, because she's insane.
Yeah.
So she likes to go when the truck comes.
Okay.
New inventory and all.
I'm going to use the paintbrush to dab some paint on this. Lightly so that it doesn't spill out everywhere like my other one did,
Crystal said the other day I couldn't find my heat gun, so I used a hairdryer.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Way to go.
Same thing.
Way to go, Crystal.
There we go.
Crystal, I think you changed your profile picture on here. I remember you guys a lot for your profile pictures, so if you don't have one, then you have one or you changed one. I noticed pretty quick.
I was putting this on backward, which doesn't really matter. Since I want them all to be... I keep breaking all of this. Maybe make your fonts a little thicker. Wow. That's frustrating.
It's okay, Becca.
I know. I'm just going to glue it all together, but...
You're a professional.
It's easier to glue one than 3 pieces.
Did you know when you take your ring... Well, maybe not since you got your ring at a extremely amazing, reputable place, and I went to the run-of-the-mill K's at the mall. Anyways, I digress. When you go to take your ring to a place like K's to get it like rhodium dipped or sized or anything like that, the way that the K's can tell if it's your ring is they have to put it under a microscope and write down all of the imperfections of your ring and of like the stones you have, so that they know no one switched your stones or anything. I didn't know
that they had like numbers.
See, I thought they did too. But apparently they look at your they didn't call them imperfections. They called them something else that's exactly the same as imperfections.
Yeah. It's a
nicer
like
word.
It's like
for
a feather or something like
something
that.
Something like that. Yeah. And cuz she was talking about, I was sitting there and they were going to get rhodium plated and sized and all that, and she said, there's one there and there's one there. And I was like, are you fixing something? And she said, oh no, we're writing down all of the imperfections in your ring so we know that they don't switch your stone out or anything. And I'm like, number one, is that a problem often? Do you have people switching stones a lot?
I have a map of mine that I got when it was appraised that shows like where the feathers and things are.
Yeah.
And the color and all that stuff. But
yeah. Inclusion, Christina. A+ for you, gold star. Inclusion.
A+ and a gold star?
Yeah, I'm generous, Becca.
That's amazing.
I'm a generous person. Oh, Crystal got it too. Crystal, you just get a gold star. No A+. I'm kidding.
Okay. You're never going to know.
Ooh, Kate asks a good question. Is the X tool as easy to use as the Glowforge?
Well, you know, I still haven't used ours, so
We
I
would
can't
know
really,
if it wasn't in the box.
Can't really.
That's not a
answer
jab
that.
at anyone. No one's had time, to be honest.
I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I don't know if the software is easy. Debbie has one here. I'm trying to remember all of our members who have one who can answer that. We swear we're eventually going to do it. We swear we are. I just have to figure out a really good time and one that's not super cold because we don't have the box. There's like a box with exhaust fan and all that stuff. So that if you're doing it inside, I put glue on this, by the way. So that if you're doing it inside, then it doesn't get the dust and the smell and everything everywhere. And we don't have that box. So we're going to have to do ours out in a shop or garage or something. And it's a little cold to do that right now. But there we go. That's it. Finished.
Ooh, Brenda got the adjustable hot table for her craft room. They're
Love
so
it.
awesome, Brenda. They're incredible. We love them. We love them. Let me see the finish. Where'd you put it?
I just showed you. You were talking.
Aww.
Look, so cute.
That's adorable.
I think I'm going to do that Tennessee one and surprise Marky with
That's
it.
going to be cute.
I think so too.
That's going to be cute. Or, no, what does he have all over his...
Braves. He loves the Braves.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say baseballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Brave stuff.
I'm still doing a Tennessee because he loves Tennessee. And the shape will fit a whole lot better. It'll be cute. I need some... Put a little water in this. I'm getting ready to do a reel of all the things, like the best craft supplies that you didn't even know you needed. This is going to be on there. The paint puck. Oh, love this thing. Anyway, there's our craft. What do you all want to chat about? We can talk for a few minutes. Oh, we've been live longer than I thought. It's been almost a full hour.
I know.
Huh. I thought that was going to be really quick.
We always think that.
I want to know, what did you guys get any good Black Friday deals?
Did you buy anything?
Other than our membership. Or did you do any Cyber Monday deals? No, I didn't buy anything. Well, that's not true. Anna sent me 2 sports bras that I bought. I don't think I bought anything else. I want to know what your deals were while you're typing away, because I know that there's a little bit of a lag. Join our membership here at Oak and Lamb. We are running an amazing deal. I did talk about it at the beginning, but we are running $45 off our annual membership, which is the best deal you will ever get here. It includes everything that we have to offer for our membership. Our website access with our entire library of cut files, free commercial use license. We add cut files monthly for that. And then you get member-only content, member-only lives. We have our Cricut course, our beginner Cricut course, which is the Oak and Lamb Cricut Academy, with free printable vinyl, and then our access to our private Facebook group, which is amazing. So use the code JINGLE, JINGLE, to get $45 off the annual membership and become a flock member. We've had a great enrollment period here. We're so excited to welcome all of our new crafty friends and get inspiration from them and also help them out. I'm a type 1 Enneagram, if you don't know, and one thing that is like just part of who I am is that I like to fix things for people and I like to help people even if they don't want it. So if you're asking for my help, it's even more exciting. So I'm so excited to teach you your Cricut. I'm super excited to teach you sublimation, woodworking, sewing. I'm also really excited to share this daughter of mine with you who is still mocking me. Come here, Fallon. You can get in front of the camera.
With her no teeth.
She lost another tooth. Crisscross applesauce? Yes? Ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Can you say hi to everyone? Here, let me give you my mic. There we go. Now say hi.
Hi.
Tell them what we're doing today. Do you even know? No? We're going to test a fun little etching. Will that be fun?
Yeah.
Do some preps here?
Yeah.
Are you going to help me craft?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you have anything you'd like to say to our flock friends? No? You just wanted to mock me for no reason?
Fallon, you look great in that color, by the way. That's a gorgeous color on your gorgeous brown skin.
What do you say?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
My word, she's lost her words now. Anyway.
You know what? You know, my Peppa, Ronnie, said so much growing up that my mom and aunt actually got in trouble for saying it out in public because it's very disrespectful.
Yes.
If, like, an adult went up to my mom or my aunt and they were young and they asked the adult a question, the adult didn't say something right away, they'd say, "You been to the dentist?" Like, meaning, is your mouth numb and you can't talk? But my Peppa Ronnie's the one who taught them that. So they would go out and about. My Mama B, which Becca knows is like the sweetest woman on the planet Earth, would sit there with my mom, who was the devil child, and ask, like, people at the church or adults at the supermarket, "You been to the dentist? Why you ain't talking? You been to the dentist?" And I swear...
That's hysterical.
I know. You been to the dentist?
Did anyone respond with any great things that they got?
Let's see here. They were talking about fallow.
Yeah.
I bought a new height adjustable table. Everybody's buying those.
I do like them. And hey, Hobby Lobby, Home Depot had these a pretty good
The
deal.
husky ones?
Yes.
Oh.
And and they also had these in white at our Home Depot. But not the Yukon, are these Craftsman? The Husky brand.
Yeah.
In white, which I hadn't seen there before. I really want one for my garage at home, I think.
Christina wants an honest, unbiased, which we're exceptional at, opinion of the HTV or AutoPress. She won one. She won one and wants to know what she's getting herself into, kind of.
The HTV or AutoPress, they're good AutoPresses. I personally don't love how they're designed, in that I think one that actually flips open or swings open is easier to place things, but the drawer comes out. I don't know. My preference is just to have one that opens, but if you won one, my goodness, congratulations. It is a good press. I also prefer one that I can adjust the pressure on.
Yeah.
For me personally.
Becca wants the pressure like World's Strongest Man.
Yes,
you know?
I do. Yeah.
Did we make the banner behind us? We did not, but it's really cute.
Yeah, I think we got that at TJ Maxx last year. Anna got it, I think.
Screaming Pennies, which is Elise, if I remember correctly. I think your name's Elise. Let me know if I got that right or wrong. I'm sorry. Said, "Are we having a Christmas live complete with food and veiled hostility between our hosts? Question marks. Has the menu been chosen?" You're my favorite person today. That's hilarious. Well said as well.
Yes.
We are having a Christmas live. For sure. We'll get on that.
It has not been planned.
Mm-mm.
We generally plan those things. Like, we plan the date and time pretty
Quickly.
early out.
Yeah.
Not so much the content, but we probably will because Christmas is a bigger deal.
Love
Scott
Christmas.
said that Kat got a solo stove, the Mesa tabletop one. I have the little green one and I love it so much. I saw on Black Friday and I was a little bit miffed because is it the Bonfire that's bigger than the Ranger? I think Ranger, then Bonfire, then Yukon. I got the middle one, the Bonfire, I think. And I got a Mesa. And then I saw for Black Friday that you got a free Mesa with purchase of Bonfire. So I was really unhappy that I did not wait.
Paige says, "I just love you ladies listening while I'm at work. Don't tell my job," she says. "I was in Pigeon Forge a couple weeks ago and was hoping to run into the Oak and Lamb ladies." Oh, Paige.
Paige, I gotta be honest. I like Pigeon Forge, but you're probably not going to find me there because it is so touristy.
And this time of year makes it 10 times as touristy.
It is.
We're going to Dollywood this Saturday. My dad got really great tickets for his work.
Really?
So it's going to be packed out. Like, it's going to be like
It
sardines.
will be awful.
You're not going to be able to stir them with a stick in there. But we're going, and let me tell you, I think I'm going to like pop 2 nerve pills because I do not love big crowds, and Pigeon Forge during Christmas time is nothing but a crowd. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong.
What's this then?
Did Fallon slip you something?
A sticker with a number 2 on it. I'm not sure what it is.
Fallon, is that because I'm number 1 and Mama's number 2? What? Was it yes or no? Am I number 1 and Mama's number 2? She's, okay, yeah, she confirmed. I'm number 1 and you're number 2. Shocker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, Thank you all for being here with us.
We'll schedule our Christmas live for you guys.
Yes, we need to go ahead and do that. Our live schedule this week will be live Thursday and Friday. Are we doing a member only tomorrow? We haven't talked about that.
I don't know.
We'll talk about it after the live, and I'll schedule it if that can be worked out. Bye, Katie. Have a good day. Anyway, so yes, the YouTube lives are already on the schedule for this week. We did add another one, and I will schedule a member. I will schedule a member only if that works out for Rachel tomorrow.
Sure. Becca, look at Crystal's comment. It's like she knows. Crystal.
Already on the schedule.
She said she wants some videos with some of the other adaptive tools that we don't use very often.
We're going to use the wavy blade in a live next week, which I've never used the wavy blade before. So.
And you actually inspired me with the printable book that's in with the Cricut course now.
Yeah.
I think I want to do a Christmas gift that's like a little tear off coupon book that looks like little tickets.
I've done it before. It's so stinking cute.
So I think I want to do one of those for Christmas too. Maybe the week after next.
But yes, we do want to use the adaptive tools because that's the thing. I think a lot of times we buy the maker because it's the biggest and best and all of that fun stuff. And then we buy the adaptive tools because it's used for that. And you're distracting me. I'm sorry. I love you. Anyway, we buy all of those things and then we're like, they just sit there because we don't know what to do with them. Or why we bought them. So, yeah, I like that. I want to do that. What's the paintbrush cup thing? I didn't catch it when you said it. It's called a paint puck, and I love this thing. I wish I hadn't put water in it so you can see. But it's all silicone. This part comes off. This part comes off so that you can clean it really easily. But the bottom has like these little fingery things that are also silicone that you put your brush, and it cleans your brush. It's amazing. And then it has these right here that it dries, the no drip. I love paint pucks. Anywho, thanks for watching. We'll be here again on Thursday, and get crafty, everyone. See you later.